right, Alan Warren here, your RV wingman, where every week we bring you guests and stories all about the RV lifestyle to help make you a smarter RVer and a happier camper. And the subject right now is the club where RVers are able to pay an annual membership fee and literally stay in their RV at more than 700 places all over the country, beautiful places too, for free. Let's run on out to California's wine country. On line 2, bring up Rosalind with the Viaggio or Viaggio Winery. There, Rosalind. Viaggio. Well, how you doing? Thank you for being with us.
Oh, sure.
Your place, I'm sitting here looking at the pictures here on the computer. Your place out there looks absolutely gorgeous. What is the story on y'all's connection with RVers through Harvest Host, the RV club?
Well, I used to work at another winery just a few miles down the road called Jesse's Grove, and we started taking in Harvest Host people. We would put them out in the pasture, and then I switched wineries, and our owner was over at Jesse's Grove one time and came back. He says, hey, I just was over there at Jesse's Grove, and they have all these RVs there. He goes, have you ever heard of Harvest Host? And I go, yes, I have. I used to take care of it over at Jesse's Grove. And he goes, I want it here. And so I said, okay. And I went online and got it all set up so that we could host RVers.
It probably didn't take you very long to sign up, I don't think, did it? I mean, as a host?
No, it's a piece of cake.
How does it work, and where will I be staying when I get to Viaggio Winery?
Okay, what we do is we have a open land between our vineyard and our walnut orchard, and so we put the RVs out there, and it's just a short walk to the back to our tasting room, and then they sit out there. They have plenty of space. A lot of people bring their dogs, and they can go out there, and we are animal friendly, so they can, as long as they're on the leash, they can take them through the property, and everyone's just had a great time.
You know, your place from the website and from your Facebook page at Viaggio looks so beautiful and upscale. Why do you guys allow RVers and members of Harvest Host to come there and stay for free? I mean, what's the deal?
Well, when you invite people to come to your place and they have a great time, they tell other people. And with Harvest Host, they do put reviews on the website. I was talking to a woman just the other day, and she says, your winery had so many wonderful reviews, we just couldn't wait to get here. And that's what it is, just, you know, spread the word. They just enjoy it. I try to meet with everyone. I don't always get a chance. I don't work weekends. I also sometimes try and email them back and make sure that they had a safe trip back, that they're having fun, where they off to next. I actually had one gentleman that he was on his way down to, they were heading down to Paso Robles area in San Luis Obispo, where there's also another wine country area, and he was going to be there for Super Bowl. I go, were you planning on doing any wine tasting? And he said, yeah. I go, well, I'm very familiar with that area as well, and I gave him 5 or 6 wineries to check out.
And so there are a lot of these Harvest Host locations, well, I guess a lot of them near you guys at Viaggio, right?
Yes. Just across the main road is St. George. Around the corner, basically you could say, is Jesse's Grove. A little further out off of Highway 12 is Van Ruten, and on the east side is Mettler. And I don't know if there's any more, but I do know of those that are all Harvest Host hosts.
And the members of this great club literally can stay at your winery and 700 other places for free around the country. But how do they show their gratitude there, their hospitality, you know, gratitude for the hospitality?
They buy wine.
Well, there you go.
They buy wine. We actually had one person a couple weeks ago join our wine club. And, but they come in, they buy our wine, and they tell us a little bit about themselves as well. I've had a family that came through where they were homeschooling their kids, and they could work from from home, basically. And so they were just taking their kids all over to see the country.
And what a great place to learn about wine and farming and the outdoors and connect in a beautiful, beautiful setting. Now, this is for self-contained RVs only. You don't have hookups and all that kind of thing. You've got to be a
No, we don't.
self-contained.
Exactly. But the other thing is too is where we are. We do get a bit of wildlife. We have coyotes. We get the egrets. We have the ducks. So they get to see that as well.
In terms of guests, if I'm a Harvest Host member and I want to come out and see you guys at Viaggio, I know you're not an RV park. You don't want to be an RV park. Are you crowded most of the time, or will there be a place for me? Tell me about that. And how long of a waiting list is there?
There isn't a waiting list. I've never had more than 3 trailers there at one time. There's days where I don't have anyone there. But they just come out, and I have a couple coming out this weekend for the 3-day weekend. There's going to be 2 trailers, 2 sets of friends that they each have their trailer, and they're going to come out and stay with us.
What kind of things do you hear, Rosalind, from the other RVers, from the people that you guys host? I mean, what kinds of comments?
Oh, they say that they love Harvest Host, that they like the fact that they can go and stay, on a farm, at a winery. I had someone that said that they were going to stay someplace else, and they checked out our reviews, and thankfully everyone likes us and gives us good reviews, so they stayed with us instead. We really don't always have. I mean, it's hit and miss. I mean, we can go a couple of weeks without having someone there, and then we have several, 2 and 3 times during the week. And most of them only stay one night and continue on. Some leave early, some stay longer. The only thing we have to ask is we do lock our gates at night, but we set it up so that they can get in if they want to go out to dinner or something like that.
Why do you think the concept works so well? I mean, with the members because it's free, and some people I think would go, gosh, what kind of a riffraff would you get in there? But you don't. You get good people at a beautiful place. Why do you think that concept works so well?
Well, it's because they're out, whether they're in a pasture or amongst the vineyards. It's much better than being at an RV park with the hookups, where they're pretty much just on a cement slab and there may be a little bit of grass, but there's other RVers and stuff which they can visit with. But this way, they're out there and they're all by themselves. They can sit out there and it's just a beautiful view to watch out over the vineyards and see this to see the sun come up over the river, and see the sun come up in the morning and the sun go down over the river. It's beautiful.
Well, like I said, your website and Facebook page are beautiful. Are there any no-nos out there for RVers that want to stay with y'all? You said you're pet friendly.
We are pet friendly, and as long as they're out by the by their RV, it's fine for them to have the dogs loose. We just ask that they clean up after the animals, and if they do come onto the actual tasting room area where we have everything, that they are on a leash.
And Viaggio Winery, is there just south, is it, of Sacramento?
We're about 35 minutes south of Sacramento, and you could take either the 99 or the I-5.
And y'all didn't get affected by the fires there in your area?
No, we did not. We did get affected 2 years ago by the flood, but not the fires.
Yeah. Well, it sounds like such a beautiful place. I know we're going to hit a hard break in a few seconds, but thank you. Thank you so much for spending time with us today, and thank you to everybody at Viaggio Winery for being so nice to us RVers.
Oh, well, you're welcome. I look forward to being an RVer myself when we retire.
You're going to love it. I'm telling you, they're the best people in the world. Thank you so much, Rosalind. Okay, you take care.
You too.
All right, thanks. All right, folks, what a beautiful place. And you know what? It is pretty much indicative of the kind of places where Harvest Hosts Club members can stay for free. They've got like 700 different places, well, similar to Viaggio Winery. They've got breweries and wineries and museums and festivals and farms and alpaca ranches, all kinds of really cool places that are available to members all over the country, where, again, if you're a member of Harvest Hosts, you can stay for free. If you are looking for a gift for an RVer that you know, or maybe for yourself, an annual membership, get this, is only $79. Plus, you can save 15% if you use our word radio. So go to harvesthosts.com harvesthosts.com/radio. harvesthosts.com/radio to save 15%. We're going to have some more great Harvest Host locations where you can RV for free in the weeks to come. Again, harvesthosts.com/radio. Be right back.